An indicator of U.S. residential construction fell below Wall Street expectations in June. The slowdown was felt on new single-family home sites, dropping to 935,000 units. Yahoo Finance's Dani Romero joins us more with what this means ahead of home builder earnings.
Yeah, this month was a slump compared to May's numbers. Builders are sharply slowing down their housing starts, which impacts both single-family units and multifamily units. So if we take a look at the numbers, the seasonal adjusted annual rate came in at 1.4 million units in June. That is down 8% from May's figure of 1.5 million units. The biggest takeaway from this report, though, is the fact that single-family units are down about 7% over the last month, but building permits are up about 2%, and that is an indicator of future housing starts. There's still a lot of single family and multifamily units under construction right now, but not much of that supply has been added to the housing market. The number of completed homes is still down. And builders really do have an advantage right now in today's market, despite mortgage rates hovering around that 7%.
So speaking of home builders and what they've been doing, we're going to start to hear from them in terms of earnings. So what do we need to be paying attention to when it comes to the home builders and what they're going to say?
So there are three stocks that are on deck. We got D.R. Horton, Meritage, and Pulte Group. So let's start with D.R. Horton. They're about to release their third quarter earnings tomorrow before the opening bell. Wall Street is really looking for additional commentary on the current market. So how is demand doing this summer? What are the starts pace? Are there any impacts on margin given the prices of lumber? And are there any shifts in appetite? Meaning, are people buying or preferring to rent right now? But if we move on to Meritage, the fifth largest home builder, they're set to release second quarter earnings next Thursday. And analysts are keeping a close eye if that home builder actually met its targeted goals on their sales pace of 3 to 4 months this summer. And any updates on pricing and incentives, because that can also impact margins, and any color on their progress of new developments. And just to wrap it up real quick, the next one is Pulte Group, which is also set to release earnings next Tuesday. And investors are really looking at the demand between specs or build to order progress there, despite mortgage rates hovering around that 7%.
I assume build to order maybe has better margins. I don't know.
And that's an interesting aspect that a lot of investors are really looking at, because specs are before they're even developed, before they're even in the ground. So it's good to see, are people anticipating that rates will go down? But also Pulte Group is offering a mortgage, a rate buy down of about 5% right now. So there's some incentives there right now. I just was taking a look at that earlier today.
All right. We got to put a pin in this conversation. Dani Romero, we appreciate both the information, and I like the orange. We got the memo.
Yeah, we got the memo.
All right, Dani, thank you.